EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors begin the game with the basketball. Lowry. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Collison to Markkanen. Wendell Carter powers it through.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
It's Chicago ball. Levine to Porter.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Fred VanVleet. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Into the front court comes Collison. They trail by 2. Markkanen to Porter. To Markkanen. Serge Ibaka with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Pascal Siakam. Oh, nice find for the basket.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Collison into the front court. Down 4. Levine to Collison. Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To VanVleet. Lowry. Zach Levine. Off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Levine to Collison. Porter to Zach Levine. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches.
Hey, it's our game. Let's take it home, man. Let's go.
Substitutions, Chicago.
Lowry. And he's going to the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good.
Good shot, good shot.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Hill into the front court. Margins 8. To Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Hood. To Porter. Otto Porter. He's 2 for 2 now.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. you essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Gets to the basket and scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Bulls with the basketball. George Hill to Levine. Here comes the screen. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Lowry into the front court. His team on top by 8. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Hood to Wendell Carter. Big finish at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Deep right corner. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Chicago with the possession. Straight on 3 at the buzzer. That ends the period. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead.
The Raptors enter the locker room.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Into the front court comes Collison. His guys trail by 10. To Porter. Great feed. Sets it up. And count the basket.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Ibaka. And the finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Fred VanVleet. Can't connect from in close. Porter, deep left corner. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
The 7th pick overall, Larry Marketing had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Bulls have it. Collison to Zach LaVine. Scores from the post.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Collison into the front court, trailing by 10. To Wendell Carter. Otto Porter. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a...
And he'll go to the foul line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
And he makes them both. Joseph with it. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Levine. Markkanen slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Joseph with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Zach Levine. Has a chance. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. That ends the third quarter. The Raptors have the lead. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Raptors ball as we get going.
Here we go.
Substitutions. Toronto. Into the game for the Chicago Bulls. Number 3.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Markkanen. Screen coming. Time to shoot for the Bulls. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Lowry. Pascal Siakam rises for the slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And stuffs it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
And the basket good at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Hill across the timeline. The deficit is 6. Markkanen. To George Hill. Find to shoot. Hill. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. the bucket for two. Now the Bulls will take the timeout. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you're taking medicine and you call it a day.
To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Markkanen to Hill. Nice pass to set things up.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Bulls with it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Hits the late 3 at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over. It's the Raptors with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew.
The Raptors got the win in the close.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.